Hey guys, welcome back. I'll get you downtown over here. That's our main course today. I'll get you down there in a minute. I just wanted to take these off, give you guys a little shout out, say what up. Hey YouTube, subs and paws. So what's going on, guys? So I just got a couple of amplifiers out today just so you guys could take a quick gander, just so you guys could see different size comparison around the same kind of wattage. So this amplifier right here, we've seen this do between 500 and 800 plus watts, depending on the ohm load. This one right here, same deal. We've seen this one do 500, 800 watts, depending on the ohm load. Now this one I'm expecting nothing less. And if it does anything close to what it did on the 1500, we got almost double the power out of the 1500. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be nothing less than just like that. Let me get my razor and we're going to start digging into this. We're going to get it on the dyno. We're going to do a couple dyno pulls. We're going to do I'd like to do a 4 ohm pull, a 2 ohm pull, and a 1 ohm pull. Then we're going to get lower than 1 ohm and we're going to break it down. We're going to go down to a half ohm, and then we're going to go to a 1/4 ohm load live on the subs. All right. So we got classic bass remote. Very nice. Very nice. Looks like probably a 20-25 foot wire. And let's get our hands on this bass remote just so we can see how it feels. Alright, so it's a lot of the bass remotes, guys, they're made out of like a cheap plastic. This one feels like it's part metal, part plastic. It feels like it's semi-durable. It's pretty good. Got the little clip in the back here to unplug the remote. I'm pretty sure these remotes are kind of universal. We're actually going to try that out, guys, in an upcoming video. We'll see if the bass remotes are universal, if they work on other amps, how they work. Alright, let's get the piece de resistance out. Gonna check her out here. Now, very similar look to the 1500. Just make sure you guys can see this here. Very similar look to the 1500. You know what, guys? I'm going to plug this light in. I'm going to give us a little bit more light. That's what I bought this for. There we go. Alright, get a little bit more light down there. Alright, let's get into the amp. I'm going to do close-ups after I get it out so you guys can see the terminals and stuff. I'm going to try to gauge the terminals for you so we can see exactly. Oh, right inside there's a few little screws. Thank you. Seismic Audio for thinking of everything. Alright. So this is just the 600 and the 1500. They must not have even made the 1000 yet, because they have a 1000 watt amp now. I'm guessing that 1000 watt amp does anywhere between 1000 watts and 1500 watts if it follows the same plan that they did for their 1500 watt amplifier. Alright, so this amplifier, let's go on this side here. We'll start here. We got our protect and our power lights, our input bridged in, we got our gain, low pressure filter, subsonic, our frequency response, and our bass boost. And this is the SA600.1L. I'm not sure what the L means, guys, because it's class D, it's not a class L or anything. Okay, now this amplifier is a little bit different than the 1500, and we'd expect that because you're using half the amount of power actually. So these terminals are screw down, and these terminals look to be like I might be able to fit a 10 gauge wire inside of these terminals. I would go with probably a 12 gauge wire just to be safe. If you only have 10 gauge, then that's what you're going to have to use. If you have 8 gauge wire, it's not going to fit in these holes. Alright, so these look to be 4 gauge. So I can actually use my 0 gauge that I have. I have 4 gauge reducers. Let me see if I can get those for you guys so you guys can see them. Alright, I'll just get one of the other reducers. This is actually an 8 gauge reducer. This is an 8-gauge reducer, but they make these wire reducers. You can find them on Amazon, on eBay. They're great. You can put your wire inside of here, and it's one solid slug going into your terminal. And so you could use 0-gauge wire and use 4-gauge wire, or with the 4-gauge input, which would fit right in here. So you could easily use your 0-gauge wire, have thick wire running to this amp, plenty of juice, and just use the 4-gauge adapter. And then, you know, your positive, negative, and your remote wireless, or your remote. And let's see, bottom of the amp, pretty basic, white bottom. Looks to feel pretty sturdy. It's not super heavy, but it's just heavy enough. And we've seen some amps do some power, and I don't expect this one to be any different. I'm expecting this amp to probably pull between 800 and 1,000 watts on the regular. So let's just get in here closer. That's our amp and terminals. Now size-wise, I'm going to put the power acoustic up to it. And we'll put the JBL club right next to it. And you can see right there. And I'm just guessing, guys, that I'm going to get much more power out of this, because that last amp I did, the SA, was a monster, guys. Alright, guys, so I'm going to get this up on the dyno. I'm going to get it wired in. We're going to get a few subs chosen out. Try to get the most juice we can. We'll be back real soon, guys, so stay tuned. Alright, guys, so I'm just going to shoot this live shot here. I just wanted to show you guys what I did so far. So the speaker terminal, it's a little bit deeper, which I kind of really like. It's really cool, and that's an excellent feature, honestly, because you know the wire's in there nice and deep. It didn't secure. When I screwed the terminal down, it felt nice and secure. Now, the reason I left the wire sticking out here is because the dyno won't read unless I have these tongs on here. So I need to leave some open-end wire to clip onto. I might have to do this thing again here. Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys what I did. Here's the other wire. Right? No, this is not the other wire. Or is it? Yeah, see, I knew this wasn't on here. I could feel it wasn't on there, right? Yeah, I think that's on there now. Oh, here's the wire right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, before I do this every time anyways, guys, before I use the dyno, I always check these wires. I check these adapters that I got. They're separate adapters. They really help out with the dyno, because otherwise it would be yeah, I should always unplug your SMD before you do that. That's not the most brilliant idea I've had so far. Scares the crap out of me. Alright, so we're gonna spindle up the wire here, get it nice and neat. Alright, I already have these out. Now we go on the outside terminals. That's where you should get the most power from. Really, it shouldn't make a difference, but that's what I've heard. You get the best power from. I've already unscrewed those ones there. We have our wire adapters on. I actually have double wire adapters on. This is 0 gauge to 4 gauge to 4 gauge to 8 gauge. So I can actually take one of these off if I wanted to, but I leave it on for the distance that it keeps them apart, because the wires are really thick. Oh, I think it's already on there. Yeah, it's already in. That was tight. Okay, so, oh, I can put this wire back on now. Put that wire back on. And we'll get the power wire in here. Now I know that that's going to go tight really fast. Yep, tight. I can feel it move up. There we go. Alright, you don't want to strip these screws, guys. That's not ever your goal. You never want to strip your screws. Alright, where's our remote wire? And we're going to be good to go in a minute. Alright, let's strip that down a little bit more. This wire is so thin, you are stripping it all the time. Every couple times you replug it in. Come on, baby. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. Stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Subs and pause. So guys, I know you guys seen this speaker before, but that's cool because we're actually doing a dyno test right now. A real dyno test on an actual amplifier. And it's the Seismic Audio SA 600.1. Now guys, I'm already excited about doing this amp because when I did the last amp, the 1500, it blew my mind, and then just the raw sheer power that that thing has, even at low volumes, it just blows my mind. It's crazy, guys. So I am really excited to do this one, and this one looks exactly like the other one. It's just a little bit smaller, which we'd expect because it's less than half the supposed power that they claim they put out. So guys, without further ado, let's get into this guy. I'm really excited to see what it's going to do today. We're going to try this on a few different subs. I know I didn't mention that, but we're going to try this on a few different subs, a few different ohms. Let's see where we go. All right. 28 I saw there. I think I can give it a little bit more, guys. There we go. See if we can get you a little bit better shot. There we go. There we go. Let's give it a little bit more, guys. What do you think? A little bit more. And now, guys, you guys see where the ohms are, right? It's sitting between 3 and 6 ohms. This is supposed to be wired at 2 ohms. And it's sitting between 3 and 6. So let's get this on Dyno power. Let's go. 183. Come on, baby. Show me the power. That's it. All right, that's at 3.5 ohms, guys. So we still got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Hold on. Oh, we're clipping here. I knew it. Just barely clipping. I only saw that light in the beginning there. We got 300 watts, guys. But still, like I said, a long ways to go. We're at 3.5 ohms right there. Nice. All right. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get another sub hooked up. Okay, guys. Make sure you guys throw a thumbs up if you haven't already. I'll be right back, guys, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna get another sub hooked up. It's gonna be a little bit lower ohms. We're gonna get back into the amp, guys. All right, be good. I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So I already had this hooked up. It's already in the box. We saw this take, I think it was 400 or 500 watts, maybe 300 to 500 watts, something like that, on another amplifier already. So we know that this sub can take some power. It's 4 ohms. It's in a big box. Let's see what she does, all right? That's what I say. Let's go. So guys, what do you call it? After this, we're gonna go down low. We're gonna hit the amp low and see what we can get out of it. All right. All right. Wow, this thing really, like, for a budget sub, guys, this thing really makes some noise. It gets down, too, for what it is. That's got to be at least, like, 3/4 of an inch travel there. Look at that, look at that. What are we taking? What are we taking? 204? Let's give it a little bit more. Oh, it sounds so sick though when it, oh, those tones. Oh. What do we got? Did we get any watts yet? 4.4 ohms. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? Still nothing. Hey, are you working? What's going on here? Need to check this thing. I don't think it's working. Unless the sub's just not taking power, or... I saw a big 126. All right. All right, guys. So we saw 200 watts there, guys. I think this took more than that before. I'm not sure if it was in this box or a different box. I'm pretty sure it was 100% a different amplifier. I'm gonna try something real quick, all right? And I'll be right back, okay? So stay tuned still. All right, guys, so welcome back. So I don't know if you guys heard it the last time, but I have an issue with, I think it's a grounding issue. It's a noise issue, definitely. It's definitely a noise issue. And I do have a noise canceller. And right now I'm using the noise canceller. You guys have seen it in my videos before. I've shown you the noise canceller. And we've done a video on the noise canceller. So I'm actually using it right now. Oh, actually, I'm not using it right now. In the last video with the hum, I was using it. I took it off right now. So, like I said in the video when I did it live, I showed you guys sometimes it does it and sometimes it doesn't do it. And you guys saw when it did it live and didn't do it. So go back and check that out. It's the X-Scorpion NS200. Alright, go check out that video that I got. It'll give you a little demo and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So guys, we're going to get back into this. I can't hear any noise really right now. So I'm hoping that it's going to give it a better, cleaner power. So let's go. Oh, definitely. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Definitely, guys, that noise that noise canceller made a huge difference. I'm going to put it on dyno power here. Okay, we're almost at the power that it took before. We're going to give it a little bit more. We're going to inch it. Here we go. Come on, baby. Look at that sub move now. Look at it move. Wow. And guys, see what I mean about the way these amplifiers push the power? Look at the sub move. And guys, listen, I paid $35 at Best Buy and it was at my house the next day. This is an $80 box on eBay. This is phenomenal sounding, guys. I don't know what to say. What do we got? 201 watts. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say that we got 201 watts. But let me tell you, that 201 watts is constant, non-stop, 200 watts, guys. This amp is solid. It throws the power. It keeps going and going. It's not warm at all. It's cold. I've had it been going constantly now since I started these videos, and I test myself during the meantime. So, guys, I'm going to switch up the sub. I'll be right back, so stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to drop the ohms. Whoop, whoop. Hey guys, welcome back. I just figured I had to put this in the box anyways. So while I'm putting it in the box, I might as well show you guys me putting it in the box. So we're just gonna plug in our wires here. Now when you do this, guys, it doesn't matter. When the voice coils are wired, they're wired together. It's an electronic device. It doesn't know if you put this positive wire here or if you put the positive wire there. It's a positive wire. When you're wired in where are we? I don't know, series or parallel. I get them confused all the time. So parallel is running together, and series is one to the next. So I think we're in series. So we're gonna drop this down. I got the wires underneath there. Nothing's gonna catch. Now this just barely fits into the box. All right, let me see. Make sure I got it on camera here. All right. So I'm gonna drop it down. Now I like to just put my fingers there, make sure I got a good line up, and I get one screw hole lined up, and it should be good for the rest. All right. I think I'm good. All right. Now let's get my screws. Alright, the Infinity is stealing my screws over here, guys. The magnet on the Infinity is stealing my screws. So we're just going to screw them in right now, guys, by hand, just to make sure that we got the holes correct. And see, I don't have the holes correct. Alright, now this is always fun because the speaker weighs so much. It's hard to get it. Alright, I think Stella's got her groove back. Oh, alright. Let's see if we can get another one in. Now these should. This one's going in. Are you? Oh, look at that. I told you, once you get one in, the rest of them kind of fall in place. Alright, so we're going to keep the... Yep, there we go. Right in. And last but not least, I only put 4 screws in, guys. It's just right here. It's not going anywhere else. Generally, I do the demo and I put it back in the box. Or in my car, whichever corresponds. Whatever I have, wherever. Alright, again, we're almost screwed in here. I want to make sure that it's nice and tight anyways. Nice and flush, nice and tight, because I want the sub to have a good seal. Because I don't permanently seal the subs now either. That's another step you can take. I'll have to show you guys on a box. When I do that box, I'm gonna have to take that sub and sell that box. I don't want to break the seal and have a messy box and have to deal with that. I'd rather just put a sub that I know is going to sound good in the box, sell the sub in the box with the seal already around it, sounding perfect, because it does add sound quality to it. So, alright. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
You came to help me? That didn't sound very convincing. You'll be helping me soon enough. Alright guys, so listen, I'm going to get this camera moved. I'm going to get the amplifier on. Actually, I'll turn it on right now so you can hear it. And we'll be right back, so stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. So, I got the Skar Audio ZVX wired up here. Let me just show you guys the amplifier. Oh, come on. Show you guys the amplifier. That's the amplifier. We're using 0 gauge wire. Whoa, whoa. We're using 0 gauge wire. We have the wire reducers we're using. And just a regular RCA cable. It's actually a Seismic Audio RCA cable also that we're using with the Seismic Audio amp. And let's see if we can see. I think it says 601 there somewhere. Is that it? Right there? Alright, so let's get down on the video, guys. Now this sub is wired to 1 ohm. With impedance rise, it comes in just under 2. Let's hope. So let's see if we can get, I'm pretty sure this is a 1 ohm amp, which means that it should have no issue playing right now whatsoever. So let's get her going. I'm going to gradually give her a little bit of power. Wow! That thing is rocking. Let's see that dyno power. Wow, guys. Yes, sir. I'm gonna say all day long. All day long, this thing can do 600 watts. Look at that. Look at that sub move. Guys. What do we got? What do we got? 570, 1.4 ohms, guys. Guys, that is just phenomenal. I just turned that down and it's still going. I turned it almost halfway down. I'm going to leave it on for a minute so you guys can watch the sub. We are subs and pause. Yeah, baby. So guys, listen. I gotta say the amplifier is going to do, at the very least, its rated power. At the very least, guys, the amp is going to do its rated power. We saw it go to 1.4 ohms, and it was close to the 600 watts. Now, I guarantee you the amp can go under 1 ohm. It's not 1 ohm exactly, because nobody's subwoofer is 1 ohm exactly. Hey guys, let me wrap this up real quick. I'll be right back, and then we'll wrap up the video, and I can get it to you guys. Get it to you guys live. We'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, I just wanted to wrap up the video. I wanted to say that I'm surprised with the way the amp did. It did phenomenal. I can guarantee you that the amp is going to go under 1 ohm. I'm going to bring you guys that in another video, so stay tuned. The next time we're going to put it at 0.7 on the amp. I'm going to leave it plugged in right now, actually. I'm going to start another video. I'm going to have it at 0.7, guys, but I didn't want to do it in this video. I just wanted to show you guys it doing its rated power. And it at 1.4 ohms, 570 watts, I think it was, it does its rated power all day long. 600 watts at 1 ohm all day long, guys. It's a you guys saw it slamming a ZVX. That thing was moving like an inch and a half. So guys, it was slamming, guys. I was surprised, and it had my whole house rumbling. I'm gonna try to even get this into a car, and we're gonna get it. Maybe we'll put the ZVX in a car on that amp. That sounds like a good video to me. So guys, stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna get this video out to you right now. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Be good. Peace. Holy crap. It's moving for 6. Here we go. Here we go. Real-time power. All right, and the one last. So we saw 260 at 3 ohms, 41 watts on the high end, at 8.5 ohms. Turn it down a little bit, but not a lot of power, but it's still going down there, which this amplifier should not be doing.